back with a brand new episode of Geek Nation. I'm Gabriela Garcia.
And I'm Michael Allen.
We have a great episode. We have a new segment we're introducing.
Yes, and we have your Geek Nation Conversation involving Ichiro and Pete Rose.
So let's get started.
Are you superstitious?
No.
Are you scared to walk under ladders?
Nope.
Do you freak out if black cats get in your path?
Nope.
What is your reaction if you break a mirror?
Gotta clean it up.
But do you ever talk about a perfect game while it's going on?
Definitely.
Read how one of our writers, Holly Hamilton, feels about all of these superstitions in her newest article, On Top of the Greens Hill, or OTOGH for short. Find out which Rangers players were almost perfect, find out which Rangers still won the game, and also find out which player on the Rangers' 40-man roster declined his option to the minors and is now a free agent.
Here is our weekly edition of Think Tank Trivia. Earlier this month, Chris Davis became just the third hitter to hit at least 100 career home runs at Oriole Park. He joins current center fielder Adam Jones and this well-known Oriole. Who is the third Oriole? We'll give you a hint later on in the show if you are stumped. We are going to debut a new segment on the program this week. It is called Fact or Fiction 5. Simple, but it is 5 questions where we debate if the question is a fact or if it's fiction. Here's the first one. Clayton Kershaw is the best starting pitcher in the National League. Fact or fiction?
Fact. He has the lowest ERA. He's got the most innings pitched. He's an outstanding pitcher. But close second is J.D. Arrieta. Taken from the article found exclusively on CleatGeeks.com called Tiger by the Tail. Tiger Woods will announce his retirement from golf this season. Fact or fiction?
Fact. He's not doing really well in the golf world. I don't know much about golf, but I know that he's not doing very well, so yeah, I definitely think that's a fact. From the article Southside Salutations, will Robin Ventura be the next MLB manager fired this season? Fact or fiction?
Fact. He has taken a lot of the blame for what has happened on the South Side this year, and I don't think the management, like front office management, can take it much longer, so he's going to get canned.
Definitely think you're right about that.
Because of Tom Brady's suspension, the Patriots will not make the playoffs this year. Fact or fiction?
That's fiction. I think they will still make the playoffs. You see what they did without him last season. Definitely think it's not really going to matter in the long run. Taken from our NBA coverage in an article called Curry, Warriors Push Cavs to the Brink. LeBron James will never win another NBA Finals ring. Fact or fiction?
Fiction. He will win it this Sunday night, Game 7.
I'm going to say fact. He won't win it. For this week's quote of the week, this quote was said by New York Yankees skipper Joe Girardi about his team's offensive struggles. It's one thing if you have 1 or 2 guys struggling and you shake the lineup up, but when you have 5 or 6, there's not a lot of shaking you can do.
And for that Think Tank Trivia hint, it is the third Oriole who has 100 or more home runs in Oriole Park also had his son drafted in the 7th round of the 2016 MLB draft earlier this week by the Orioles.
Pete Rose and Ichiro Suzuki were both in the news this week. We here at Cleat Geeks actually have 3 different articles on the 2 players that you can read by going to our Field Geeks tab, then selecting baseball and MLB on the drop-down menu. And that brings us to our Geek Nation Conversation. Even though Ichiro has more total hits between the 2 leagues than Pete Rose, should we take away the title Hit King from Pete and give it to Ichiro?
Ichiro's hits from Japan should not count towards his major league hits, but taking away nothing from Ichiro, he's going to be a Hall of Famer for sure. He's had an amazing career, and what he's done alone is outstanding in the major leagues.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you. They shouldn't count, but you can't take anything away from him. Who is the better all-around defender? Mind you, Pete Rose played at least 200 games at 5 different positions in his career, while Ichiro only played 1.
Growing up, there was no better outfielder than Ichiro Suzuki. I think as a kid, everyone, when I played baseball, tried to mimic him. And to me, I personally think that he's an amazing outfielder. He is. And Pete Rose is amazing as well. But me personally, growing up watching Ichiro, I have to go with Ichiro.
I definitely think it depends on what decade you grew up in, because some people looked up to Pete Rose when they were younger, and kids like us, the younger crowd, we looked up to Ichiro. I definitely have to agree with you there. This question will also be our Geek Nation Twitter poll question of the week. So let us know how you feel. In a tie game, bottom of the ninth, with 2 outs and a runner on third, who do you want at bat, Pete or Ichiro?
Ichiro is going to kill you with his speed, and no matter what he does, he's going to get safe. He's just a fast base runner, and he knows where to place the ball.
I definitely have to agree with you. Should Ichiro be in the MLB Baseball Hall of Fame? Why or why not?
No question asked. Yes, he deserves it. He's outstanding, and he will be in there one way or another. What he's done in his 16-year Major League Baseball career is outstanding, and us younger crowd, we haven't seen it. Our parents, of course, they've seen it with Pete Rose, but this is history right now, and Ichiro will be a sure Hall of Famer.
I definitely have to agree with you. When you think baseball, for this generation, you think of Ichiro, you think of, Derek Jeter, so he's definitely up there, and I definitely think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Now, should Pete Rose be in the MLB Hall of Fame? Why or why not?
No, we all know what he did, and that, to me, in a sense, is cheating and is wrong in so many different ways. I mean, you can make your push to have Barry Bonds be in the Hall of Fame, but he was a cheater.
Yeah.
Pete Rose, what he did to disgrace the game of baseball, no way.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people looked up to him, and people still think about him when they think baseball, and I just think he disgraced the whole Major League name. So, yeah, I wouldn't like him in there. I know a lot of people, it's a big debate right now, but yeah, definitely, in my opinion, no. But let us know what you guys think on this Geek Nation Conversation topic, and also go to @_Geek Nation_ and take our poll.
Did you think you know the answer to our Think Tank Trivia question of the week?
The answer to the question of who the third Oriole is besides Chris Davis and Adam Jones to have at least 100 home runs at Oriole Park is Rafael Palermo.
And that's going to do it for us on this episode of Geek Nation. Make sure to go to www.cleekgeeks.com to read all of our amazing articles written by our talented writing staff.
And make sure you go to Twitter @CleekGeeks and give them a follow, and give our show a follow @_Geek Nation_.
And that's going to do it for us this week on Geek Nation. I'm Michael Allen.
And I'm Gabriela Garcia.
And see you guys next weekend.